Hello my friend and welcome back to another replay cast. This time just a casual game match between friends here on the ladder. JAEDONG versus Snowman. It is a great time to be into Starcraft where we're able to get replays, fresh, hot replays every single day from the best players in the world. And we don't have to jump through any hoops or anything. We just head over to seawall.gg and pick them up. It is amazing. We're getting insights here that we never got back in the day because we just weren't privy to the games that players were playing online or in private. So this is just me feeling super privileged to be in this timeline and just enjoying it. Absolutely. And we've got JAEDONG here. Looks like he's trying to go for a 12 hatch. He'd love to throw down this hatchery. At the moment, looks like he's going to be denied. He will be sending that drone over towards the third base instead, which is totally normal. He's going to be fine. Looks like he could throw down the natural now, but no, not going to risk it. Going to go ahead and throw down his third base here, and the natural will come shortly thereafter. Does he go for a pool here, or will he just go directly into that base? He's saving up quite a bit of money here. It looks like he wants to throw down third hatchery before pool if he can get away with it. Getting the moving shot right now. Oh, does get that moving shot. Really nicely done there by JAEDONG. Third hatch before pool. Very risky play. He hasn't seen anything yet, but the Overlord does not see a Zealot moving forward, and he's going to take that risk and run with it here. On the other side of the map, Snow, seeing there was no pool, realized that he was completely okay to drop a Nexus first here and go directly into Gateway. You rarely see Nexus first into Gateway, but in this situation, it's totally fine. It's totally possible. He's going to throw a Forge down here immediately. Okay. No, it's actually going to be Cybernetic Score. So the Battle of the Greed has begun here. Truly in earnest now. With JAEDONG skipping spawning pool, going right into 3 base. And no Forge here. No Zealot even either. Going right into the Forge in the main. That's probably gonna start +1 pretty soon, and he's gonna be getting into a Stargate insanely quick here. This Stargate is gonna be crazy fast. There's like no defense on either side. It's kind of insane, guys. We're finally building some lings. It's almost 4 minutes into the game and 1 Zealot's gonna pop out. We've got a cannon coming up now, but the amount, like, this game is not gonna look, the timings are not going to look like anything you've ever seen before, just because of how much greed has gone on in this early game. And that's kind of normal for, not really normal, but it is what's possible on a 2-player map, right? Because you did get that early scout here with the probe. You're able to see everything. You're able to throw down that Nexus first, and well, JAEDONG took a gamble. He wasn't able to see if there was a gateway here, but he had the Overlord in position to maybe see what was coming. And he just went for it, threw down that third hatchery before pool. And if you go third hatchery before pool and there's actually a Zealot coming across the map, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. But in this case, he's managed to get away with it. Here is the Spire. Did we have... Oh, we're not going Corsair. Okay, so everything would indicate to me that we're going to go Corsair here, if I'm thinking from the perspective of JAEDONG, but like, he'd be looking at what he's seen so far and he's like, Corsair, immediately. You're going to come out and kill my Overlord. There's pretty much nothing I can do about it. I'm just going to get into Aspire and expect to lose like 2-3 Overlords. It is what it is. Trying to do that as quickly as possible here, but not seeing a Corsair yet. He's got to be getting suspicious here. Corsair should have been out by now. We're actually going for a couple more gateways pretty soon, and we're going to get that leg enhancements, that speed for the Zealots. And the +1 is going to finish up here soon, so he's trying to put on some pressure. Losing these first few Zealots will actually be really detrimental to him, so he's got to be careful not to lose these. JAEDONG's ready for this. I think this is a bad move from Snow, who's investing heavily into a big... Oh, there we go. There's a Corsair. Oh, that was actually... I thought that was a gateway here. That's a very late Corsair. Interesting. Very interesting from Snow. Going for this attack right here. There's a few too many Lings, I feel. And the Zealots are there as well. There's no +1. Our drones are here as well, excuse me. Looks like one drone goes down. Maybe a second. Ah, there we go. He does get the second drone. Going after a third. He's not going to get it. So only 2 drones go down in that. And, well, that gives him quite an advantage here. 26 to 43. I guess that pressure was perhaps worth it. A couple of DTs coming out here. We're getting into 6 hatchery production now for JAEDONG. So he's got quite a bit on the map. That Zealot, now that the +1 is done, we really don't have any Zealots to work with. So maybe that was a little bit preemptive going in for that attack. But far be it from me to question Snow here. Looks like a lot more Lings were made for a potential follow-up from Snow. So he's a little bit light on the Lings here, back at home for now at least. A DT gonna try and slip by into the natural. Let's see if this actually finishes in time. It's gonna be close. Okay, Lings come down to assist. Coming up here towards the third. Might even get the surround on this. Oh, so close. The Overlord does get the vision there at the last second. He's gonna be able to push that away. Muta's being in production here now. JAEDONG gonna rely on them to take control of this game from here. Zealot coming into the natural, not gonna get anything done. We've got 2 Corsairs so far, so a long way away from having air dominance here. Third Corsair is now out. We need like at least 5-6 Corsairs to be able to fight in a strong way. 5 Mutalists is the magic number for one-shotting probes. Flyer Carapace is about to finish. It's going to be done long before +1 air attack is. So that is really good for JAEDONG. Everything lining up very nicely for JAEDONG except for the economy. It doesn't have quite the economy I think he'd like to have here at this point. You want a few more drones at each base. Take a look at the saturation. It's a tiny bit light. This looks pretty good here. I think this looks pretty good here. Yeah, we're almost there. Around 50 drones, kind of where you want to be. So I take that back. He's doing pretty darn good. I just remember earlier he was at only 28, but it looks like he's really forced out a lot of drones here. Now that the mutas are a threat on the field and he has to respond to that, Snow has to respond to that, it's a good time to drone up and get prepared for the next phase of the game. Corsairs coming forward here. It's a good clump now with 5 Corsairs here coming in towards this natural. Scourge are going to want to connect on those if at all possible. Archon is here to make that not happen. Third base going to come up now for Snow as he pushes in here towards this third of JAEDONG. Good defense here for JAEDONG, just blocking that ramp. Having the sunken colony on the high ground is very difficult to break. Scourge, they should have vision now of these Corsairs. Can they get the connections? No. Mistake here from JAEDONG, not able to get the connections here. He does dive in though, and it looks like he might have gotten 1 Templar. I'm not sure about that. We'll have to do a picture-in-picture. Scourge coming in to catch these Corsairs, not quite able to do so. Once again, forcing them away, but not getting the connections that they're hoping for. Here we go, maybe this time. Big hit there from the Archon, lowering the HP of a lot of these. And sometimes that's all you need, just lowering the HP of those Scourge, making them a little bit softened up. Then the Corsairs can rip them apart real quick. So Looks like coming in here. Can he get the connections? There we go. Finally getting these connections that he was looking for. Filling up about 4 of those Corsairs. Coming over towards this natural. Looks like JAEDONG wants to take a fight here, but the Templar are out. Now that the storms have been cast, though, just focusing down the Archons is going to be good enough to win this fight. Should be able to come forward here and kill this last Archon. No Overlord in sight, so he won't be able to fight against this DT. Probes being transferred here to the 3rd. 4th base is on the way now for JAEDONG, who's still threatening the natural. Coming forward, should just be able to target down this Archon nice and quick. Does bring forward an Overlord and gets rid of that DT. Definitely a target there from JAEDONG to kill that DT as quickly as possible. Good micro here so far from JAEDONG, backing away over and over again away from these Zealots and dishing out that damage as much as possible to them here. Coming forward towards this natural. Once again, we've got 1 Templar here. Does it have energy? No, not quite. Here's 2 more coming up from the bottom, from the south, but one of them does get picked off. Looks like 1 storm will land in the middle of these Hydras, and the Zealots will flank from the rear. Push them back once again, but more are coming. Lurkers are being morphed here at the front now. JAEDONG relentlessly pushing forward right now. He's going to be able to stop Singularity Charge upgrade from finishing here. Good dodging once again on some of these storms. Zealots are out in force, pushing everything back once again. Let's take a look at the upgrades now. +1 is done. 1/1 is done here for Snow. Getting on top of these Lurker eggs is big. He does kill 1 Lurker for free. Lurker goes down there before it can fully hatch from that egg. Making some eggs here to try and block the Zealots out. Looks like these Zealots will mostly be hunted down and killed. Oh, dragging the Zealots back up on this high ground. Looks like Snow's busy elsewhere. Over here at the natural, it appears. Can he get this? He does. He denies the Singularity Charge upgrade. That's huge. Dragoons really can't push through Lurkers if they don't have that upgrade. At least it makes it way harder to make that happen. Really, Dragoons are pretty well useless unless they've got that upgrade. So JAEDONG taking a big advantage here now, and you know what was designed here as a build that would force the upgrades through, right? If you're putting your Cybernetics core in the front, you can't really deny the upgrade on the +1, but maybe later on you can deny the Singularity Charge. And look at that, he actually pushes out because some of the Hydras were not with this army. I guarantee you, if all the Hydras were there, the Dragoons would have had to fight. There we go, Singularity Charge starting once again. That Cybernetics core takes a long time to build. Yeah, if all the Hydras had been there, I don't think you can push through with no ranged Dragoons. It's just going to be so hard. But he does break out of the contain. 4th base is operational somewhat here for JAEDONG. A lot's been going on, so he hasn't had time to totally saturate that just yet. A lot of production rolling here. Looks like 1 hatchery may have been forgotten. That sometimes happens to me as well. You know, you've got all these building. You got so much going on building from all these hatcheries, and then one of them can just get forgotten. Here we go. Fight over here at the same time. Going after this evolution chamber, which actually is not evolving anything. Jumping on top of the Templar, forcing everything back. That's what you get for pushing forward without Singularity Charge, man. You can't really fight with Dragoons against Hydras if you don't have that upgrade. Moving back here to deal with this. Looks like a few drones are going to end up going down. Another wave of Mutas has come out here. So instead of making a bunch of Lurkers, trying to hold positions, it looks like JAEDONG going to come forward, snipe a bunch of Templar, and try to just win this game right here, right now. Here he comes. All of the Mutas are together. He's going to dive on these Templar now. And is Snow ready? I don't think he is. Oh, he does throw down a pretty quick storm there. Oh, makes that Archon at the very last possible second. I don't think there's enough energy here for that Templar to throw down a storm. Singularity Charge is now done, and fighting from the high ground is pretty strong. But the Mutas should come up to help this. They should be jumping on top of this and pushing this back, eating some of the damage. and you know, dishing out their own damage here. Oh, there should be a good storm. There we go. One storm does go down. A big storm on the mutas as well. That should save the day here for Snow, just barely holding on against this big attack towards that third base. Coming up to the natural here now. He should snipe the Templar. He does, and backs away now. Snow a little sloppy with those Templar. Moving them up with the full army here. Let's see if he's actually got this. Yeah, he does have this producing now. So everything looking good for JAEDONG here. He does need more drones over here, though. Spread your drones out a little bit better. Don't need this many at the natural. I know it's nitpicking right now, but getting that fourth base really saturated here is super important. Sticking on the layer tank here is JAEDONG. Pretty steadfast here with that. No indication that he wants to go into a hive. Adding on another evolution chamber here. Does have +2 done. He should have an evolution chamber somewhere, right? Doesn't he have one evolution chamber? I guess he lost that one. And he doesn't have an armor upgrade. So the upgrades are starting to get a little bit crazy here for Snow. I mean, he's going to be ahead for one upgrade here very soon. Lurkers are now pushing forward, so we have decided to go with Lurkers now. Coming from behind with some mutas. Gonna pick off all of the Templar, and this might be the move that JAEDONG needed. He's got Lurkers here. He's got Hydras running up this ramp. He's gonna get on top of all these Dragoons. This might be it, guys. JAEDONG with a swift attack here, just diving on top of everything. Denying now all the Templar from making their way over. He's even going to get one more Templar. And he sniped these down. Forces out a storm. Not able to get those Templar, but he does deny the space. And that is good enough. Stopping that base from going down and securing his own base here in the top right is going to be plenty good here for JAEDONG, because we are now out of minerals in the natural and the main. Ooh. Uh-oh. Snow in a very bad way right now. Has almost no money over here at the third base. 500 minerals left. That's only, you know, a couple of minutes of, you know, this maximum saturation to where that is going to completely dry up. He needs another base here, and he's going to take this over here at the center left. Hoping that he can get some Templar over here to defend in time. Oh, the storm's come through, but the Templar are getting picked off here. Not enough Dragoon support. All the storms actually get cast and kill off all of the mutas. But now we've got no storm remaining. 0 storms here to fight back this kind of massive group of Hydras. Still a lot of Zealots to fight, and an Archon, of course. More Dragoons making their way up here, and one Templar is going to reach the front, but this is looking very scary. JAEDONG should set up here. Big Lurker contain here. And Lurkers over here, maybe. Coming around the side now with Hydra. This is quite a bold move. If there was a Templar here. Oh, there is a Templar here. Oh my goodness. Look at all the damage from that. Looks like he's gonna... This is a funny move here from JAEDONG. I was not expecting a move like this. There's still a ramp over here. You know that, right, JAEDONG? It's not any better than taking this ramp. And I guess he's gonna try and hit from 2 sides. He's hitting this base right here, right now. We'll do picture-in-picture to capture all of this. But he's gonna hit this base. Looks like he might be able to break that. The Lurkers here doing a really good job of picking off probes, and the probe saturation is so high right now. If you lose all the probes in this base, you lose all the probes. Great storms here to finish this off. Clearing that out. Now, even holding this base as well, and probes should be transferred here. Oh, is he gonna kill some probes? No, not able to get any probes there. More Hydra spilling forward. JAEDONG completely in the driver's seat right now with a higher supply, a better army. He's going to be pushing forward here to try and win this game before Snow catches his breath, before he gets to his feet here with the 2 base rolling once again. Actually, he's just about out of minerals at this base, so he will be back onto 1 base before you know it. Running forward, dealing quite a bit of damage to these Zealots here. Pretty good storms, but not good enough, I don't think. Everything gonna unburrow and rush forward here as JAEDONG closes the noose around Snow's neck. He kills off the remaining Dragoons here. One last storm. Gonna be what's left to push this back, but more Hydras arriving. All the rallies have been changed to this location. Everything is built on this attack right now. He just needs to push forward with 12 more Hydras in production. He should be able to do it. Looks like we're gonna run over here and try to take try to just mine from this space. There's no real point in defending this anymore. There's no minerals left at this location. Lurkers on the low ground here, trying to get some kills on these probes. So frustrating right now from Snow. This is all he has mining, and he's being denied right now. Lurkers coming forward here, trying to stop the long distance mining of Snow. Looks like he might be able to push this back. Good surround there with the Zealots. Some storms to go down. The Zealot's gonna try and save this location, but we still need Dragoons over here. We need something over here to stop these Lurkers from getting kills. Actually, they're not really doing anything right now, so JAEDONG kind of missing an opportunity there. Maybe the the Overlord a little bit too far back. It's like now some cannons here. Able to fire. There we go. Getting the Lurkers into position, but now Archons and Zealots are here holding things back. I can't believe Snow is still in this, man. What a fighter. What a legendary player. Able to hold on right now. I think we finally reached the end, but this has been an impressive performance from Snow. He is going to tap out. GG, and JAEDONG wins game number 1. Wow, so actually able to win that layer tech only game there. JAEDONG battling it out. That's not the style that I like to implement in my Zerg vs Protoss games. I feel like going into Hive and Crackling and Defiler is really good, but I just get just totally wrecked by storms usually. Not that great at dodging them. JAEDONG did a fantastic job dodging storms. He did a great job switching back and forth into Muta and out of Muta. You know, mixing in a few Lurkers here and there as well, utilizing all of his gas resource, and pumping out endless Hydras, keeping his money very low for someone who started 3 hatch before pool and then, you know, went into a 4th base. It's very impressive how much he was able to keep his money low, how many Hydras he was able to pump out, and him able to overwhelm Snow, who is an absolute beast in his own right. Really showing us a great game here, and this should be an excellent series going forward, with now Snow spawning here in the bottom right. He's gone for the gateway first this time, so he is actually going to get this Zealot into JAEDONG space very quickly. And it's a 12 hatch out of, wait, 12? No, that's an 11 hatch. Okay, 11 hatch. Or am I wrong? I think that was an 11 hatch there. And a 10 pool. Now he's added on some more drones here. And yeah, they're only having 9 drones. So he did go for that slightly earlier hatchery. And he's gonna hop a drone over the wall. Interesting. So gonna throw down the 3rd base in the back as well. He has the Overlord here over the natural, so having full information, and Snow not getting over here in time to sort of slow down this hatchery either. Things have gone well for JAEDONG so far, but he still has to hold this Zealot, and the pool's not quite done yet. We don't have any lings on the way. There it is, 6 lings now. Gonna be popping out here soon. Ring around the rosy for days right now, and Snow gets tired of that. He's going to head into the main base now. Try to get a kill if he can. 1 drone kill is good enough here. Oh, that was really close. 2 hits on that. 1 more and he would have been able to finish that off. Oh god, I can't see anything. How do I get rid of this? Okay, never mind. Does pull out. I don't remember how to get rid of this. Is it E? No, it's not. There's a keyboard shortcut there. Ooh, Zealot slipping into the main. That was a very sneaky Zealot. I don't think that JAEDONG saw that. Oh my goodness, I don't think he saw that. Don't send your lings across the map right now, JAEDONG, please. Please do not send your lings across the map. Looks like he's heading into the main. Maybe he did see that? I don't think so. There we go, heading towards this mineral line. Looks like he's gonna attack this drone, but immediately spotted out here. Great surround. Not quite able to get it perfect there, but he will get one ling on the backside. Oh, one ling hopped over the mineral patch as well. Look at that. I don't see that every day. Ling hopping over the minerals to get behind the zealot there. I think that might have been an accident, but if it was intentional, that's like some godlike ling control. Seriously, Jesus, that's crazy. Zealots here heading back home. We've got a cannon on the way now. The pressure has abated now. No drones were killed there, so I would say a complete win here overall for JAEDONG. A Hydralisk Den on the way. I don't know how this is gonna work. Hydra Den? Really doing that? Maybe he didn't get gas fast enough, so he thought he wouldn't be able to save his overlords here with Scourge. That's a possibility. Cybernetics core is not done though, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this. Maybe he wants to go for Hydra Bust, maybe not. The reason I'm saying it's weird that he's going for Hydra Bust is because we don't have this mineral patch done yet, and that means you can't actually rally out of your third base. Hydras can't get through here, so you know, what are you gonna do? Also, this is a really long location, really far away location to send Hydras. You got to send them all the way through here. If the hatchery was there, rallying to the natural would be very quick, but as it stands, man, that's tough. That is very tough. That's a lot of lings here. It's a good number to deny the zealots from getting in and scouting this Hydralisk bus, but he didn't get speed for them, so how useful are they actually going to be? 8 Hydras in production. He is going for Hydra Bust. Has he timed this out perfectly so that this will mine out just as he needs it to? We're at 40 minerals now. I don't know about this, guys. I don't know. Trying to get in here. Oh, he managed to see the... Oh, sick play there from Snow. He got right here and he was able to see the gas geyser, and he was able to right-click that gas geyser to get through the egg and actually spot this out. So now he knows he's going to be building cannons here as quickly as he can. I don't know about killing that egg, man. There's a lot of lings here. If the lings get up on top of these cannons, it's going to be lights out. It's going to come on up to the front, start to hit this gateway. He should be able to, even without the range. Dealing some damage to the gate. He's actually transitioning out of this. Look at that. Range is going to be finishing up here soon. We don't have a lair just yet. That's the next thing you need. But he will have hatcheries coming down here. He's got more drones on the way. So this is not a full commitment by any stretch of the imagination. And as soon as Snow figures this out, he should just stick on these 3 cannons, build up into his zealot count, and try to get out on the map. Oh, he's going for a drop. Very interesting stuff here. A drop gonna come. Oh my god, he's going Reaver. Oh man. Snow tickling my brain right now. Going for Reaver play. This man is a legend. You know all about the Snow Reavers and how powerful they are. I'm sure you've seen them in ZVP as well, although they are not used nearly as often. They are still very, very powerful, killing off quite a few overlords so far. Kind of surprising number of overlords here, considering we have, you know, this number of Hydras out so early. Real good droning coming from JAEDONG, who's actually saturated all 3 of his bases at this point. Gonna grab a 4th base as well. Still sharking around, looking for some kills. There's the lair. Lurker upgrade is on the way here, but he is not ready for this. He is not expecting Lurker he's not expecting Reaver right now. No way is he expecting Reaver here. Going into the Lurker upgrade, his main base is completely open. Reaver gonna come in here, and let's see how much damage it can do. We're going after some overlords here in the natural, drawing things away. Here we go. First shot gets 4 kills. Beautiful. 2 more there. 6 kills now total. And the speed upgrade should be finishing. He just barely gets out. Oh, man. Slick maneuver here from Snow. Just barely sneaking out of there. He's going to go and hit this back base now. This base is juicy. There's so many drones here to target. Looks like he will get 1. Not exactly what he wanted there, but he's going to be able to pick off this sunken colony as well. Trying to target down as much as he can onto that one shuttle. He will lose the one Hydra, but coming in from multiple angles here. Maybe he can get the shuttle. Oh, big hit there from that Reaver. Trying to deal some damage to this area over here. Oh, one Corsair running in and actually getting sniped. I thought that might have been another shuttle hitting at the same time. We're going into Reaver damage as well. Big commitment here from Snow going forward, getting that Reaver damage. Just barely. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, what? Oh my God. Are we serious? Everything was looking so good for Snow. And he just lets the Reaver die like that? Well, he still did get a lot of damage, I guess. He got like 8 drones, something like that. He made a lot of chaos. He forced the drones away from mining for a lot of time. Now he's got 2 Reavers back here. So I think he's still okay. He's just... I mean, that was a big mistake, losing that first Reaver. That should be sitting here at the natural, just kind of on the defense right now. Gonna come around once again, drop some Reavers here, pick up and fly away, going after some Overlords. He's gonna get a lot of Overlords here as well. Really great Overlord kills there. Could even come in for some more now. He's gonna drop these Reavers in once again. The Hydras are gonna split up and try to kill the oh God, this shuttle is still alive, and he's completely supply blocked right now. Is he just gonna win this game here? Just like this, he's gonna kill the 4th base 100%. 4th base is dead. Just one more Reaver shot's gonna kill that. The Reaver damage is so strong, man. It kills the hatchery so fast. It's kind of ridiculous how much damage it does. I'm gonna come back around and go for this base once again. That's a little bit too much defense. You don't want to go there, I don't think, but maybe you can come into the natural. That's quite a few Overlords, not a lot of defense here. Zealots are coming forward. Another Reaver and shuttle making their way to the front here. GG. Wow. An insane strategy here from Snow. I don't know how he pulled this off, man. This is so good by him. I mean, just showing how insanely good he is with the Reaver control. Just forget about that shuttle that died over there, okay? We're not going to mention that anymore. This guy, the control that he displayed over here to take out the 4th base, keep his Reavers alive, and kill Overlords here against a player who had a really good opening. He did not take a lot of damage in that opener. He had a ton of production, JAEDONG did. He had a lot of Hydras to work with. He should, by all rights, have been able to hold this off, get into burrow, you know, surprise, catch some of these shuttles, and stop this play from ripping him apart. But beautiful, beautiful control overall by Snow displayed there in that game. Really, really impressed by his ability to take down JAEDONG here with just pure Reaver Corsair. Usually this won't end the game. Like, you'll deal some damage here and there, and you'll get into your 3rd base. Maybe you'll get a 4th base with a bunch of cannons and a Reaver, and you'll go into a late game where you're just a little bit ahead, and you've got that later game tech already prepared to you know, fight out in the very late stages of the game. Eventually you'll get into Templar and all that, then you'll just have Reavers mixed in. But killing his opponent, a pro player with just Reavers, that is wild to me. And it just goes to show how impressive this man is with that Reaver control. Let's jump into game number 3 now. Okay, the score is 1-1 here in this little mini series between Snow and JAEDONG. JAEDONG managing to overwhelm with pure lair tech in game number 1 there on Invader. Snow firing back with the Reaver play on La Compañía. Now in Dark Origin, can JAEDONG overwhelm once again? This is a much more similar map to Dark Origin. Is he going to play it out the same way here? Or much more similar map to Invader, excuse me, Dark Origin is. Can he play it out similar to that game number 1? Will he just stick with his layer tech and show us once again why he was considered one of the best Zerg players of all time? The crazy macro, the incredible control. Looks like going for a very early gas here. Huh, mixing it up in a huge way now. That's crazy. Okay, okay. Really mix it up here by going for a 9-pool speed or overpool speed? Yeah, overpool here. Overpool speed. You don't see that every day. But he's gonna get 100 gas mined and go for some lings, and this could actually do a ton of damage. I think we're gonna have a forge here at the front immediately thrown down. Needs that forge and to start a cannon here ASAP. We're not going to be looking to put on any pressure to the Zerg player in this early game here. Instead, focus completely on survival right now is Snow. Snow going to try his best to survive here, stay alive, and get this cannon up so that he can go into the next stages of this game. Only have 4 lings being produced here. Some more are coming out. We're trying to get our natural down. Don't want to be denied there. That's for sure. No cannon started. Oh my goodness. No cannon here. Snow with the balls of steel. He's actually going to wait for a Nexus first. He's going to try to get the Nexus before cannon. Okay, I guess. I mean, that's one way to do it. Seems a bit risky though. You know, we've invested a lot into ling production, into making these lings powerful with the speed here early on. But he's going to get the probe in. He sees with the probe that there's drones popping. So getting this Nexus is going to be the right decision here. Snow, perfect decision making thus far. Let's see if he makes any mistakes. Oh, 1 ling managed to slip by. Just 1 ling though. It is a JAEDONG ling, but with speed as well. You gotta remember that too. 1 JAEDONG ling with speed is pretty scary. If 3 had gotten in, I think this game would have been actually JAEDONG favored at that point. But with just 1 ling in here, it's gonna be a little hard to get any kills. And we'll just picture this ling going around in the main. Hopefully that's not too jarring for you guys, so I can take a look around the rest of the map. Third base is getting operational here. It's getting online. We've got a fair number of drones here. Lings are still chilling out in the front. First cannon is about to finish, so not a lot getting done with this ling speed. It's no wonder that, you know, this type of build has kind of been phased out as of late. And 5 or 4 zealots gonna head across the map. 5 zealots gonna head across the map. Ooh, jumping on 1 trailing zealot. Doesn't get any hull damage on that, but does take away the shields. Probe gonna be sent to the front here. Doesn't want to let any more lings into the main base. Definitely don't want to let any more lings in here. But forcing out a lot of lings now has Snow. He's on the bridge, which is a pretty good defensive position. But buying a little bit more time here. JAEDONG gonna have an overwhelming number of lings. He's gonna come from both sides. He should be able to just surround and kill this without any problem. There's no +1. There's no speed. The zealots are pretty much sitting ducks here. They really can't do too much. They're gonna come in now, try to take a fight. And actually there's drones in production, so I thought that JAEDONG was gonna really overwhelm this. There's the rest of the lings coming in, but they're hitting at an awkward time where most of the lings have already been killed, and now these other lings are gonna come in. So not the best execution here for JAEDONG. Will be getting more drones out though, and he does clean up these zealots without too much issue. So you know what? That wasn't bad. That was really not bad. If he'd hit both sides of these, he probably would have had, you know, another... if he hit this at the same time, right? Lings here and Lings here at the same time, he probably would have had another like 4 to 6 Lings left over after that attack. But as it stands, he was purely producing drones, just completely certain that he was going to be able to finish those zealots off with the Lings that remained. And he was completely right in that assumption. And those drones are going to pay off dividends here going forward. Now I'm going to go ahead and get into a Spore for the defense, realizing, you know, I'm not going to have the best Overlord defense. I'm probably going to lose an Overlord here in the middle. Oh, yeah, he does spot that. Probably this Overlord's going to go down as well. But from now on, just building Overlords here at the natural and rallying them to the Spore colony should keep them safe from the early game Corsairs. Of course, if he really doubles down and builds a lot of Corsairs, he can still dive in and kill your Overlords, but I'm not going to worry about that for now. And looks like Snow's not really worried about it either. He's just built one only Corsair. A little bit funny to see him upgrading air weapons with only one Corsair being made, but I guess it is what it is. Okay, there we go. He does cancel it. Yeah, that would have been a little bit crazy to keep that going. But back at home here for JAEDONG, he's really getting into his production. He's got a very decent number of drones here with 32 already online. Lings are kind of off to the side right now. I'd like to see him keeping an eye out here just in case the zealots start to wander out on the map, but he's actually just staying back home for now, getting his Lings together here. Carapace on the way. It's a very nice way to play. Getting that early Carapace will allow the Lings to fight a lot longer with these zealots. Great catch here as well, getting on top of these zealots right before +1 is done. He actually needs to take this fight. He needs to take this fight right now because the zealots are about to get that +1. If you take this fight, you kill a couple of zealots, you can't... It's going to be good for you, but if he lets the zealots get that +1 and they come into the natural, it's going to be pretty rough. Okay, they are going to get over here. They are going to finish that +1 right as they come in for this attack. There is a sunken colony here, but the zealots could just run right by. Drones being pulled out to help defend. Hydras should be in production as well. 3 DTs. Oh, very interesting choice here for Snow. But there is a Spore at each location, which kind of renders the DTs a little bit useless here. Did he actually finish those DTs? Did he let them finish? Yeah, he did. Okay. 3 DTs here. Gonna be moving forward. Carapace just about done now. And these Lings probably just gonna end up dying here. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. No, he actually sees it. He's gonna pull them back. Hydra out here at the front. Speed is done. 11 drones in production. Holy crap. Okay, okay. Yeah, I guess so, right? Why not just build 11 drones right now? I don't think you're going to be punished for it because we've got the Sunken and Spore here in such a nice little tight location. I don't know. It's a bit scary. This is a pretty good force. That's like 6 zealots and 3 DTs are available right now to fight. It looks like he's not going to come in here. Man, I really feel like could probably deal some good damage, but now look at the drone count. We're up to 50, so he's at that ripe drone saturation, that drone saturation that you really want, to where you can pump out an insane number of Hydra, Lurker, and what? Going right into melee upgrades? Very, very interesting stuff here. It looks like we're going to skip over Hydralisk almost completely, and we should be seeing a Queen's Nest soon, if this is what he wants to do. Now, if you want to actually skip over, you know, Mass Hydra and go straight into Lurker plus Ling, you do want to go into Hive as quickly as possible. He's pushing forward here. The Lings did a great job kind of trapping the Zealots, and most of the DTs are dead now. We have some Storm available, so coming across this bridge is probably not going to be a good idea. There's the Queen's Nest. All right. as expected here. We're skipping over Mass Hydra. We're going right into Lurker Ling. And not having a Lurker damage upgrade? I don't know about that. You know, it doesn't have Hydra damage coming up here. Some pretty good splitting from JAEDONG. He's trying to get on top of this and actually kill some Templar here. I think it's the main goal. He's taking this fight, though, without really targeting down any of the Templar. He did dodge some storms, but he's going to be shoved back here. He loses an Overlord as well on the way out. He's going to take a 4th base. This is what I actually expected him to do, is to sit across this bridge and build lurkers. Build lurkers, build lots of lurkers, build lurkers over here, trap his opponent on 3 base, and try to get into Crackling. And it looks like Lings are going to come forward, jump on top of these Dragoons. That's a pretty good storm to clear out a lot of those Lings. Really good storms there, actually. Taking out a ton of these Lings. Lurkers being made here in the middle. Haven't been spotted yet by Snow. We're going to set up a big contain here. There we go. He spots it, but it's too late. Lurkers are out of the eggs and moving forward here. He's going to go right across the bridge. Oh my god, do we have an observer? I don't see one. Uh-oh, no observer here. This could be real painful for Snow. Look at that. Nice catch on the Archon, but they managed to escape with the storm. Wow, clutch play there from Snow to keep that alive. More Lurkers coming out here. More Lings being produced as well. This is a completely different game. Every game this series has been completely different. Both these players showing a vast range of play styles that they are comfortable implementing here. So impressive to watch. There we go. Now we're into triple upgrades. So we are going to be getting those upgrades for the Hydras, for the Lurkers that are so important for dealing that damage. Looks like Zealots moving around the left-hand side. They're going to be able to get down to the bottom left, but there's no base down there. It's just going to spot now that there's a base over here on the center right. There we go. Running by, maybe. Can he get over here towards this natural? Pretty good Lurkers being made here from JAEDONG, saving a lot of these Hydras. Falling back and falling back again. Crackling upgrade is on the way. We have a... Oh, I thought that was a DT maybe. No DT in the main. It's just a Corsair bringing some Lings around this side. He's going to try to defend against these Zealots. Looks like the Zealots will all get picked off here shortly. +2 armor is done already. Oh my goodness. +2 armor is already done. And what do we have here for the Zealots? +2 attack, I assume. +2 attack is done, but +3 attack is a ways away, and +3 armor is coming up here pretty soon. This is so cool from JAEDONG. I love this. He's set up this big wall of Lurkers and Lings over here on the left-hand side. Let's see if he can hold this position. You'd prefer to stop the Protoss here and not let them get a 4th base, because they could even come down here and take this base as well, and split the map in half, which is not what you want. But JAEDONG not quick enough to actually get his Lurkers over to this location. I guess he was a bit distracted by what was going on with the Zealots over there on the center right, and getting his 4th base, or his 4th base up and operational. Defilers are coming out here. Consume upgrade is on the way. This is getting to be a really good game, guys. I'm loving this right now. DT gonna slip out just barely here on the right-hand side. Looks like he's gonna track that down with a Ling for now. Ling upgrades are getting kind of insane. We're about to hit +2 on Cracklings. +2 is wild how much damage they actually do. And I know Crackling's gonna run forward here, jumping on top of all of these units. Eating some pretty big storms there. Dragoon's taking some pretty good trades. Now, this is a lot of nothing getting killed here on the side of Snow, whereas trading out quite a few groups of Lings here. JAEDONG not going to be feeling comfortable right now getting pushed back this far. He is going to come forward with some Hydras now. Try to shove things back. Okay, nice job. +1 is done. +2 is on the way here for these Hydras. You do eventually need to get into that. Oh, Corsair there going down. Another base may come up here in the top right pretty soon, but we're just about on even bases. This is a good situation for Snow, and he's done a great job of kind of fighting. What the Defiler? over there at the top, at the rally point of Snow. That was a mistake. That was a really big mistake there from JAEDONG. I don't know where that Defiler is going. I think it must have been sent in to maybe get a Plague going, but we don't have Plague yet. Now the Defiler's going to move forward here, dropping their Dark Swarm. This is where the Zerg can once again be on the aggressive. With the Dark Swarm push, the Lings are going to be so much stronger. The Lurkers are going to be nearly immortal here. And he can start to really push out towards this base here at the center left. He'd love to get down here and deny this. Can put Lurkers here, maybe drop Lurkers on this high ground. I don't know if he actually researched drop this game. Moving forward, though, is Snowin getting into kind of a precarious position with these Dragoons. Sitting underneath Dark Swarm, the Hydras can't do anything about that. So he actually does push us back. And man, Snow is just so good at skirmishing over and over again. He's been taking trades that are just not favorable at all to JAEDONG. That's probably going to change here now that we're going to get some Plagues going, that we're going to get some Dark Swarm going, but so far it's just been an uphill battle here for JAEDONG. Coming out as well, he's going to hit both sides of this, hitting from the north and the south. Not a lot of Lurkers left over here. JAEDONG fighting with what he has left. He's going to drop a Plague probably, maybe a Dark Swarm here, Lurker, Dark Swarm. Okay. Nice target there on the Defiler. Defiler has been picked off. And Snow has broken this contain. What a wild game, guys. What an insane game here that we're witnessing. Now going into Plasma Shields. Are we 3-3? 2-3 right now, but that's a good idea to switch into Plasma Shield upgrades just because we do have Plague available now, and Archons are going to be the main source of tanking for the army going forward. We do need to get those Plasma Shield upgrades. He's moving towards the top. He doesn't want to allow JAEDONG to reestablish a containment here, and I don't think he's going to. I really feel like this is going so Snow favored now. JAEDONG is kind of haphazardly moving around. He doesn't have a lot of defense over here at the center right, and now JAEDONG's going to get onto the low ground, start to storm. He could even come up to high ground. JAEDONG is just completely on the ropes here. Snow has played a magnificent game through and through. Lings are going to come forward, try to take this fight, but JAEDONG is running out of steam here. He's getting stormed completely. He's going to go for a counterattack, an all or nothing counterattack here, and we'll see if this ends up paying off for him. We've got some storms on the high ground. Defiler going to come up here. Dark Swarm gets thrown down. A good storm, though, a good size storm on top of that does take care of some of those Lurkers, and I don't see any way for him to stop Snow from just coming down here and claiming this as well. So I think that JAEDONG's going to take the worst end of this stick, and even though he may be able to kill this base, he's going to lose his third. He's going to lose all of his production here. I understand the idea going for this last desperation counterattack, but looks like he is not going to end up being able to take this one home. Snow pushing through here. He's managed to clean out the majority of the Lings and Lurkers over at that center left. Although he lost the base, he's still mining here in the natural. He has a little bit of money in the main as well, and JAEDONG's just lost all of his production. It's all gone, guys. There's nothing left here. Lurkers are going to come up and take this fight. Archons shoving them back, though. The lateness of these spine upgrades a little bit hurting JAEDONG here, and GG is called. Snow pushing through for the win. A beautiful final game here with Snow taking this little mini series from the ladder. 3 games, I think it was 3 games in a row between JAEDONG and himself, managing to win out in the end. But a beautiful performance from both sides. I hope you guys enjoyed this little series here from the ladder. I'll see you guys in the next video.